Mady and the Cupid Killer by Farida Abdel Aziz, Part 4. As they rushed into the precinct, a woman was waiting for them with her husband, an expression of fear and panic across their faces. Mady pulled up 2 chairs for them and signaled for Callahan to bring them coffee. Mady sat in front of them, trying to look calm and reassuring.
Mrs. Strand, I understand that you work at a fashion house called Maison Sylvain?
I do.
As you know, there have been a series of murders. They call him the Cupid Killer. We have reason to believe that he is after women who work there, or have worked there at some point in the last 15 years.
Callahan rushed in with 2 cups of coffee and offered it to the startled couple.
We want you to help us catch him. You will be safe and closely monitored. We will be surrounding the area and we will intervene as soon as we feel you are in any danger.
Are you saying you want to use my wife as bait? Are you out of your goddamn mind?
It's perfectly safe, and we will be there with you every second of the way.
No, absolutely not. Let's go, Matilda.
Mrs. Strand was completely still, staring at Mady. He knew she was scared. He returned her gaze with one of trust and compassion.
You are our only chance to catch him. You will be safe. I give you my word.
Her husband was about to object, but she put her hand on his chest, asking him to let her speak. "I'll do it. I trust you." Callahan gave a quick look to Mady. He knew meant, "Of course she trusts you. A hyena would trust you if you used that tone." It was time to come up with a plan, and quickly. Matilda was now standing under the lampposts on the corner of the street where Mrs. Winton was murdered. But Mady didn't tell her that. It was the usual route the workers at Maison Sylvain and Maison Alain Duquier took to get into the city. He had planted officers and detectives in the area. They were all waiting in silence. He had planned for everything except what was about to happen. It was the opening night of La Bohème, and they hadn't planned for a cattle of loud spectators to bust out of the opera house around the corner. The last thing he saw was Matilda staring at him in despair, immobile with panic, following Mady's order to stay put near the bus station. He jumped in the crowd, but it was too late. She was not there, hoping she would have followed the crowd and found a public place. He ordered every unit to search for her, amidst the sirens and the cacophony of the masses. Mady ran in the opposite direction, looking for Matilda. He knew he was too late. His plan did not work. He was so sure he was going to catch him. He let his ego use this poor woman as bait, thinking he was so close to solving the case. Not only did the killer escape, the woman who trusted him and agreed to be a part of the setup despite her reluctance, had just died, right under their noses. As he approached her body, laying in the doorway of a building 3 blocks away, he felt his blood leave his extremities. How could he have been so blind, so sure of himself, to gamble with someone else's life for the glimpse of some peace of mind, and the glory of being the one who put the Cupid Killer behind bars? This time, he dressed her in a green taffeta dress with blue velvet ribbons, now stained with blood still flowing from the wounds on her chest, her eyes still open.